can all my athletes in the room stand up? Any sports guys, sports people, anything? They stand up.
They're both yelling basketball, so stand up.
All right. Now, can I have everybody but you sit down? No, stand up. You stay. Everyone else sit down.
Okay.
Just sit down. Yeah. So now look around. This is the number of you that will attain an athletic scholarship for college. You can go ahead and sit down. All right. So now it's a pretty competitive environment, and I know, like as you saw, a lot of you stood up. So now many of you are athletes and like team on in college, and it's a pretty tough process to get there. And so I am a college athlete here at William Jewell, and then it was a long journey for me to get here, and I talked to hundreds of coaches, go through hundreds of schools, and go through hundreds of hours of studying and hundreds of camps just to get where I am. But it's well worth it. It just takes a lot of time. And so again, it is not easy, but with hard work and determination, it is achievable. And once you get there, daily life is not as challenging as you may think. And before becoming a college athlete, you must know about athletic eligibility, the reality of scholarships, and the life of a college athlete. And so the first things first is that you have to know about eligibility. The NCAA is very strict on eligibility and all the rules and guidelines with it. All the information is directly on the NCAA website, which you can go to at eligibilitycenter.org. And there's a lot of information there, and it's really hard to understand, but I'll put it simply for you is through these steps. First, once you get into high school, we have to sign up for the Eligibility Center. This is again at eligibilitycenter.org. And then after that, you have to take your ACT. Like before, you have to take your ACT for college to get there, but it's really important for athletics also. And then after that, you upload your official transcript, you talk to your high school counselor, and then they will upload your transcript on to not only send it to the college you want to go to, but also to the Eligibility Center. And then for D1 schools, you have to have a GPA of 2.3 while in high school, and if you want to go to a D2 school, you have to have a GPA of 2.0. And then while you're in college, you have to have 12 credit hours and sustain a GPA of 2.0 to keep playing sports while you're in college. So it's not just a process before you get there, but you also have to maintain it. And then so after you are eligible, you must know that every scholarship is not a full ride or as much money as you may think. There just aren't that many scholarships available. According to U.S. News, there are about 1 million high school football players in the country, but only about 19,500 scholarships available. So it's a very competitive environment, and this goes for any other sports. The schools are just limited to the amount of money they can give to these kids. And so the amount of money you are able to receive isn't as much either. And then also, according to U.S. News, each scholarship is only worth about $10,400. So in comparison to your tuition for college, this is a very little amount, but it is money that you are getting, so you'll thank yourself later to prevent like student debt. And so overall, there are only about 138,000 scholarships available, and for the number of high school athletes there are, it's a very competitive environment, but it is achievable to do so. And then so like after you've met all these requirements and getting the scholarship, the best part is actual being the college athlete. Yes, the hours are long, and it is really hard to do, and it is really hard to maintain it, but it's a very rewarding experience. For an example of a rigorous calendar is for a student from Southwest Methodist University. Their daily campus paper, day story of one of their swimmers, and their schedule was they woke up at 5:30 in the morning, then they had 6 a.m. practice, and then after practice they ate breakfast, went to class, then had an afternoon practice from 3:30 to 5, and then ate dinner, and then did their homework. This was their daily routine, but with dedication and organization, it's very easy to maintain it. It just takes persistence and discipline to do so, and it's a very rewarding experience to be a college athlete. And my personal story here at Jewell is, this is my first year here, so I'm a freshman, and it was really hard to get used to the environment. So my first couple of weeks here, I was really struggling with getting used to the pace and everything I had to keep up with. And so through the rigorous academics here, which is much different than high school, and balancing my football schedule, I was just not having fun. It was just really hard to keep up with it all. But what I was able to do is I was able to reach out to my coaches, my teammates and academic advisors, and they were able to help me out and become organized. Like, organization is the most important tool, and I was able to become organized, get everything I needed to do, and I just had really so much fun with it, and I couldn't love being an athlete anymore. And so being a college athlete is an incredible experience, but it requires a lot of work, and it is possible to do so. So after knowing about athletic eligibility, the reality of scholarships, and the life of a college athlete, and using hard work and determination, the goal is achievable, and the most rewarding, and it is the most rewarding experience of your life. And I'll end with this. As Colin Powell says, a dream doesn't become a reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work to do so.